All right, excellent. So let's keep going. We're gonna use what we know so far to build a small example of what you might be building for your upcoming assignments using Angular. We're going to build a column navigator that is going to allow us to navigate through the entire data model that we're going to be building. Right? We were spending some time working with widgets and creating services for those. Right? Also, you're going to be creating some services for populating a list of courses, right? And ideally, you would be, as you click and select various courses, the modules would change. If you select different modules, the lessons would change. If you click the lessons, then the widgets would change, and so on and so forth, right? So this is going to be a nice use case that shows how to implement a navigator, right, that allows you to navigate an entire data model, presumably with lots of one-to-manys, 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 right? Some hierarchical data set. Okay. So we'll. I'm going to use the same project that I have so far. Right. We are going to be using Bootstrap. So let's do that. Let's install Bootstrap as our CSS library. Right, so we can go in here. I'm going to stop the application, and I'm going to install Bootstrap. So it's going to download the Bootstrap library, going to install it in node_modules, just like we did for React, right? So there's no difference there. And once we have that, we can copy or move the distribution into assets. Assets under the source directory, right? This right here, under assets right here, is where you would put stuff that is static. Right, things like images, any CSS, any fonts, anything that is static that is not meant to be interpreted, right, would go under the assets. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to move the distribution onto the assets. Okay, now assets is going to contain the distribution of the CSS, and we can permanently load the library into our index page. Notice that this is this index page is the equivalent in React of the index page that we declare a div with a root ID. Remember that? Here's slightly different. It looks for an element of call app root and then injects all the content in there. So in here we're going to link together. We're going to link the library or the style sheet that we just download it, and we're going to paste it in there. Okay, now we have under assets, under distribution, we have Bootstrap CSS, and there it is. Here's our Bootstrap CSS. Okay, excellent. Now we have Bootstrap installed in our Angular application. Okay. All right, let's take a look at REST clients.